I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna stop right here for a second. Just give me a second. I don't want to continue. Wait, I don't want to go yet. I don't want to go yet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Ellipses. We read on for four minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Ellipses. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. That is true. Let's talk about this some more, shall we? When someone asks, hey, you like fighting games, right? Well, it's so cool. It's so cool how you like fighting games, and I start going on tangents about fighting games and about footsies and about competitive play and all that stuff. I love when people ask me about that. When people are even remotely curious. Do you ever have that feeling? Do you ever have that feeling when someone brings up something that you enjoy, like even just slightly, and then you start going on about it? I love when I do that, and I love when that happens, and I love when it happens the other way around too. I love it when it happens like the other way around, where I start talking about something and they start talking so passionately about what they're interested in. Man, I guess I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all alike. You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I can't laugh. I can't feign laugh. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a bit bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... well, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I like her. I really do. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Bend it. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book. Oh, that was fast. Oh, I was holding down spacebar. Fuck. I didn't even notice. I'm so distracted right now. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I read my poem to first? You fucking know it! I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Ellipses. Ellipses. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Here's the thing, she doesn't find anything she doesn't like. It was perfect. Trust me, it was perfect. And then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. She likes it. She likes it. She really likes it. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Self-important? What does that mean? Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I like how the music changed. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I get what she's going for here. Fabled is like deep in big caps. Big, large caps lock. This bitch just pointed out the obvious. Wow chains. No. We have to look at this deeply though. We have to look at this. Let's look at this, okay? Just carefully. Like, she's stating the obvious, but is there not a sense of elegance to the obvious? Is there not beauty in the obvious? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's obvious. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. All of that. All of this is obvious. But people can try. And that's about it. I don't know about you, but that makes me question what I can do myself. What am I? What am I but someone who is trying? You know what I mean? Fucking C-. Okay, C+. Changed his grade, so nice. alliteration and meter paired with rhymes. Simple, right? Simple. Very simple. But I think it's effective. In a way. What the fuck do I know? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I honestly, like, it's simple. But I was amused. That's something. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! She's not wrong. He's not wrong. You see, I hate when people think, yo, you have to use big words. You have to use big words to make a great poem. Book words that most people wouldn't even know. I'm not trying to invalidate people who use very sophisticated, very rarely used words. But don't look down on the people who use simple words and go for the simple way of doing things. It doesn't take away from the beauty. I'm not spouting bullshit, I swear. Okay, Chains changed the score once again to a B-. And Rogue moved up from a 3 out of 10 to a C. See? I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Can I just go back? Wait, hold on. Can I just go back to that poem really quickly? I'm taking this kind of seriously right now. So, have you ever seen a bird that's bad at flying? Have you ever seen a horse that's bad at running? There are some, but compare that to the amount of people who are bad at one thing and another thing. Same with crickets jumping. Have you ever seen a cricket bad at jumping? A penguin that doesn't count! Chains! God damn it. I still liked it. It wasn't the best, but C-. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Right? Because humans fall flat all the time! Make that a C+. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I wouldn't say pro. But again, I liked it. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. So who should I show my poem to next? Does it matter? I wonder if it matters. I forgot to save. I should save. Okay, Sayori is her friend. Monika's the cool girl. Yuri is death and all that jazz. We're definitely gonna pick death and all that jazz. Hey Oren, thanks so much for the host, dude. How you doing? We're going for Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that There are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I like that analysis. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? But please do. She seems very confident. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. I like her. She's cool. Also, she's so. Once you open her up and talk about something she's really passionate about, she's really gonna. Yeah, she opens. I guess. Okay, you know what? I could say the same thing about everybody in this game. Let's face it here. But you know what? You're right. I could say the same thing about everybody in this game. What's the point? Okay, they all sound like the same thing with different color palettes right now. What is this game? The fuck is this game? This game is the hell. Anyway, after all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yes, it is supposed to be literature. Oh wow, her handwriting is. I like her handwriting. Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. And I flicker back. Someone please interpret this for me. I can't go on without interpreting this. Interpreting this. She's much more okay. I overreacted when I said that they have there are just similar characters of different color palettes. I realize this now, like reading through this poem and reading through her dialogue. Yuri's very condescending. She is very condescending. I hate analyzing poems. I love and hate it. Anyway, I hate it because I'm not good at it. But I love when people do it. I love seeing people do it. I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Much better than mine. Trust me, you guys never want to see my handwriting. Why? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. How did she know that? Anyway. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. I did like the poem. Definitely a B+ or an A. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shy. Yeah, I figured that out. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Okay, it's a lot more straightforward than I thought. I thought there was something deeper than just moving on from the past and being stuck in that one comfortable place you had left. Anyway, it's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess we'll leave Sayori last. No, we'll do Sayori first and then Monica. Because Monica's the perfect girl. Like the perfect girl according to how this game started out. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Shy. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good a writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Shy poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Shy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here, then again. I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright, here we go. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. B+ entertaining at least. I want breakfast too. I'll give it a B+, yeah. I'll give it a B+. It's lighthearted. Humor, yeah, humor is important. Humor is a good element to poetry. And the imagery is there. It painted the picture in my head. Like, well enough for me to see what's going on. It's simple. Descriptive. Has a bit of humor. And I want breakfast. B+. B+. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. It wasn't bad for something crammed. Hey, sometimes the best ideas come at the last minute. Clutch moments. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Not gonna lie, she looks cute here. She looks really cute doing that thing. So she's like, I like her. I think I like her more now. I don't know. Moving on. We already made our decision earlier, but I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica! Hi, Shy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Shy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? I'm not. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. And sometimes, they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through, so I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. Sorry. I'm mixing up. Sorry, I was thinking about Rainbow Six Siege again. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. Where is it? Oh god, where is it? Oh, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay, we're definitely gonna try and figure out what this one is. I mean, we're definitely not. I'm not so sure. I don't know what this one is. But her writing worries me. How so? Sounds like someone anxious. Someone anxious or burdened by a lot of things. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I won't know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. But yeah, just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was kind of dark. That was really dark. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. What? Even if they're all just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. I cross the room so Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Shai did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Everybody's an asshole! I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Shai liked my poem too, you know. Okay, yo, stop using me as a point of reference. He even told me he was impressed by it. Stop using me as a point of reference! Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Shai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shai started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me, as if they noticed I was just standing there. Shai, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shai. Wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shai? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, fuck me! So let's get this out of the way. Both of them are wrong. Both of them are... I mean, well, no. Both of them are right. In their own ways. But we're not here to go into that. We're here to go into this game. And so obviously the choices we made earlier led us to this point. I'm smart. I will save. In real life, I would probably go for third option. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Shy. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Whoa, everybody just stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that's just me, and Sayori is amazing in her own ways. Isn't she? You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. To see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to nod. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Shy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Shy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. And before I continue, okay. Thank you guys for pushing me to be myself and choose what I would choose. Because I think choosing Sayori was definitely the right thing to do. Now, the more I think about it. Yeah, sure. It would have been nice to get Natsuki, but in the long run, I think this was the better choice. I think. I hope so. I really hope so. So far, so good. Because me, I'm a very in-between person. And she seems to be that kind of person, too. I don't even know what we're going for here. Let's just go. Anyway. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Shy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. The happiest. And I think everyone else really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't gotten caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Don't do it, man! To be honest, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do this. That would be horrible. I don't know. Oh my god, this is gonna... Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. Alright, more poem writing.